going up on YouTube. I'm embarrassed.
Hey guys, this is my new dorm room. As you can tell, my side of the room is not really decorated at all. I made my bed though, that's an accomplishment. I think I'm going to work on getting the picture wall back up, but I want to track down some fun posters first. So I have more wall space this year, so it might be more exciting. But my new roommate's really awesome. Her name's Suzanne, and we love her. She has a poster of Andrew Slack on her closet. I'm not kidding. Look, ready? That's Andrew Slack. Look, see? Andrew Slack. And he put a smiley face. Pretty freaking awesome. I just wanted to tell you a quick story. This basically made my life today, and I needed to tell you guys about it as soon as possible. I'm taking an ethics class for my psychology major because I need a philosophy course in order to graduate with a psych major, but I didn't really want to take this class, but it was basically the only one that fit in my schedule, and I didn't want to take a harder one, so ethics, yeah. And so I'm sitting in class today, and this teacher really likes telling stories and giving examples out of his own life, and he starts talking about cultures and how what's right and wrong really has to depend on the culture that you're in. So he's giving examples of different cultures that he's experienced, and even though he didn't really know what they were, he figured they probably, whatever was normal to them that was weird to us is okay. You get cultural diversity that way. So he's telling a story, and he just starts out, and it kind of catches my attention just because I'm ridiculous and I don't ever stop thinking about Harry Potter. But he goes, so I was at this conference in Toronto this summer, and I was getting ready to give a lecture, just kind of hanging around in the hotel, and there is just this enormous crowd of people in black robes. And I just thought to myself, man, I wonder what kind of culture would require people to run around in black robes like that.
I'm so ecstatic, I could explode. I seriously feel as if I'm overflowed. I'm on Harry Potter overload. Has just begun, 'cause I finally figured out what this phenomenon is all about.
I mean, I think it was kind of close to the University of Toronto, so maybe they had just graduated or something, but I'm not really sure what that was all about, but that's just an example of how cultures can look strange to some people but be completely normal for someone else. I was basically falling out of my chair at this point. At the end of the class, I went up to him. So I'm just like, hey, when were you in Toronto? And he goes, first week of August. And I'm laughing, and he's just looking at me like, what? What's so funny? And I'm like, oh, nothing. I didn't know why there are people in black robes running around Toronto in your hotel that day. And he was just like, why? And so then I told him about prophecy and the Harry Potter conference and about how there were hundreds and hundreds of Harry Potter fans dressing in robes and running around the city of Toronto and just being crazy and ridiculous. And then I started talking about Phoenix Rising and Lightning and how I'd gone to New Orleans and Philadelphia for the other two, but I couldn't make it to Toronto. And he's just like, oh, okay. Yeah, he ran away from me. And I was like, alright. But I got really excited, even though he didn't. It made me really happy. And that is my story.